Very good. Just like tap water has a little tiny bit of creatine in it.
Or is that like creativity?
Creatine residue.
Creativity.
Okay. Hello. What do you guys want to work on tonight? Any preference? Try to improve your hip flexibility, Lindsay. Try to keep up with the rest of us.
I could feel that pigeon later after last.
Could you?
I was like going on like a walk and I was like, oh my god.
3 minutes and pigeon is
Lucy
no joke.
goosey.
Does anybody feel like working on handstands? If not, that's okay. I haven't done a handstand practice in a minute though. Let's get started lying on our backs. Space for good. Hug your knees into your chest, rock side to side. And then let's extend arms and legs up towards the ceiling and just move your wrists and ankles. And then let's take a hold of the right thigh, let your left leg float down to the mat. Go for 10 pulses of your right leg in towards your chest. Reach your heel up towards the ceiling. Try to relax your leg as it moves away from you and engage with the stretch as you pulse the leg in. And then we'll lift up. So head and shoulders come away from the mat, left leg lifts up. Arms can reach forward for level 1 or overhead for level 2. And we'll switch legs 20 times. And then let's end with the left leg up, rest your head down. 10 pulses of the left leg in. And then we'll lift up and do 20 more of those scissor kicks. You can lift your shoulder blades away from the mat. Okay, let's hug knees into chest. We'll rock along the spine 3 times. You want to just rock with your body in a little ball, go for it. If you want to rock your legs overhead and get a little bit more into your hammies, you can, kind of more towards a plow shape. And then when you rock forward, we'll plant feet and step through into table pose. Let's tuck toes under and hover knees away from the mat. We'll inhale and press back towards down dog. And then exhale back to hovering table. Try to move your shoulders forward of your wrists over your fingertips as you do so. Inhale, down dog. Exhale, hovering table with a little bit of a wrist stretch built in. Do that a few more times. Next time you come forward, go ahead and set your knees down. Come onto the backs of your hands with your fingers facing in. If this is intense, sit more of your weight into your legs and just chill out here. Otherwise, you can work on lowering your elbows down to the mat and then pressing back towards straight arms. You can curl your hands towards fists as you straighten your arms if you want to intensify the stretch. Yeah, and then let's flip onto palms and step back into a plank. We're going to work on mobilizing our shoulder blades by dropping chest towards the mat. Your shoulder blades will sink towards your spine. And then push to spread your shoulder blades away from your spine. Do that 10 times. Try to keep your spine neutral. So your spine is just moving up and down in space. It's not like catting and cowing here. Lower down to your forearms. We're going to hold forearm plank for a bit. We'll make this tougher. You can walk your forearms further forward and really fight to tuck your tailbone and engage your core. So more of a long lever plank with a really aggressive posterior pelvic tilt. Stay for a little longer. Then we'll go ahead and lower hips down to the mat. Come up into Sphinx pose, draw your chest forward. Look up towards the ceiling, lift your chin. And then tuck your chin, push into your forearms. Think about your spine is in like a banana shape or a back bend, what we want to avoid in our handstand. So tuck your chin and let that start your core pulling up from the mat, your hip bones lifting, and your thighs lifting. And feel here how gravity is trying to pull you into a back bend and you're really intentionally resisting into almost a rounded shape. And then kind of collapse back into that back bend so the front line of your body opens up. And then tuck your chin and pull in, lift up, squeeze. You can make this really, really tough depending on how much you engage with it. And then relax and feel that kind of collapse. Let's do that one more time. And relax. Let's press back into downward facing dog. We'll walk feet up to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach up. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, but I want you to reach your arms forward. Think about rotating the armpits of your elbows and your palms towards the ceiling a little bit. And then relax towards a forward fold. Let's do that a couple more times. Inhale, lift up to this extended halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, fold. Let's step the left foot back so that this becomes a crescent lunge in shape in the legs. Inhale, sink into it. And exhale, press towards straight legs. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, lunge. And exhale, shift back. Let's lunge and plant the left hand and reach the right arm open. Inhale, lay back into it. Try to shift your right palm even further behind you. And then exhale, lean forward, reach forward. Inhale, press up and open. Exhale, forward, more into the hip. Inhale, open. And exhale, forward. Let's press into the right foot, use the hands for support. Shift around into a lateral lunge or skandasana with the left knee bent. And then press across and switch sides. Let's do that a couple more times. Just really big picture movement warm-ups for the hips we're going for here. Next time you're over with the right knee bent, we're gonna pivot to frame the right foot. Press back to an open hip in down dog. Push into your hands, drop your left heel towards the mat. And then bring your right knee underneath you and find a plank. So you're in a plank with your right knee resting on the mat for the moment. We're gonna really pay attention to what the right leg is doing here. Push into the mat with your hands, shoulder blades spread away from the spine. Pull your right knee into your chest as hard as you can. And then set it all the way down. Try that a few more times. Notice how you think you've gotten the leg as close as you can, then you find there's this little extra bit of engagement that you can create to lift it even more. Try that a few more times. Heel hugs in towards butt as well. It's thigh to belly, it's knee to nose, it's hip flexors, and core. And again, this is one of those movements that you can kind of make as hard as you want. Let's do two more. Last one. Good. Then from here, you can float your left foot away from the mat, hug your heel towards your butt, reach back for the foot, and kick and take a big back bend and shoulder stretch and quad stretch. Release. Let's bring thighs down. Maybe without the use of your hands, maybe with your hands for some support, we'll tuck toes under and come up to a fold at the back of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand up, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, walk out towards plank. Move through a vinyasa. Now lift your heels, bend your knees so they're wide, and sit your butt back so you're in like a floating child's pose. Push your legs to straight, keep your spine really rounded as you do so. As soon as your shoulders shift past your wrists, start to drop your hips and lift your chest. Look up towards the ceiling. And then reverse that. It's like what we did in Sphinx pose before. So chin tucks, core engages to lift you into a rounded spine. Start to shift back, start to sit your hips towards your heels. We're gonna do that twice more. So legs start the movement, they straighten out. Shoulders shift over wrists, and then hips start to drop. Open into a back bend. And then tuck your chin around, push. Take it all the way back. Last one. Back, try to articulate through every segment of the spine. Next time you come back, you can rest down into a full child's pose. Tuck onto or rest down at the tops of your feet. Let's thread right arm across the chest, rest down to the right side of your face. We'll switch sides. Okay, then we'll lift up towards like a little squat shape with hands planted on the mat. If you can take handstands further than this, go for it. We're going to start with one of my favorite handstand drills. You're going to spread your fingers wide and push into your knuckles and fingertips. You're going to hop, and your only goal is to clap your feet together. So you're just trying to hop and clap your feet, and then come back down. If you can hop and clap your feet one time, maybe you start trying to clap a couple times. Maybe you work on some tuck hops. If all of that is a little bit too easy, maybe you're clapping your feet 3 times. But when I was first starting handstands, this helped a lot because it gives you something to focus on other than the fact that you're upside down. It's kind of goofy. I want us to do about 5 to 10 of these. You're going to base the quantity of work you do probably mainly on how down your wrists are to party. Let's do one more. Okay, then we'll sit into a yoga squat. Make some fists and circle up your wrists. Press the backs of your hands together. Drop your elbows towards the mat as you do so. Flip your fingers back towards your toes. And then we'll just walk to the top of the mat into a fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. You just step back and go on. I think so. Step your right foot back, sink your hips towards the mat. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, shift your legs towards straight. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, lunge. And exhale, shift it back. Let's lunge forward and sweep the left arm open. Really stretch across the chest. Inhale. And then reach forward and fold towards the inside of your left foot. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach. Inhale, open. And exhale, reach. And then both hands come down, or you can keep them lifted if you want to. We'll shift over to a side lunge or skandasana with the right knee bent. And then across to the left. We'll do 3 rounds of this total. And the next thing your left knee is bent, you're towards the top of your mat. You're going to go ahead and pivot hands around to frame the left foot and press through to an open hip and down dog. Nice nice big hip flexor stretch, and then we're gonna really contract those muscles. Shift towards a plank and just set your left shin down to start. I want you to be coming from a really relaxed setup. And then notice kind of what you need to incrementally engage to pull that left knee up and in as aggressively as you can. And then sit down and relax completely. Let's do 6 of these. Think about pairing an exhale with that lift up and pull in. And then we'll rest the leg down. We'll float the right leg up, take the left hand back. Big stretch. Let's release. We'll move through vinyasa. Let's bend knees to hover. They're wide, feet are closer together. Butt sits back towards heels. Press through to a big rounded spine in the plank, shoulders past the wrists, hips drop, chest lifts. And then we reverse that. 2 more rounds. Come down into the fold. One more passive child's pose. Thread your right arm across. Rest towards the right side of your face. We'll switch sides. Then our next handstand thing that we're going to do is bring the short end of your mat over to a section of the wall. I think we have plenty of wall space. And level 1 here, I don't know my favorite early handstand drills. You're going to basically set up your table pose with your feet against the wall, more or less. And you're going to work on putting your feet up on the wall. And if you're new to this is kind of tough. You can hold here for a few rounds of breath and then relax. You can work on pressing legs towards straight or straighter. And then sitting out of that. So you could do those for reps. Or you could just work on holding your L in handstand, which is the worst. So one of those options, play around with it. If you have any questions, I'm here for you. I would start like table pose, so like but with feet against the wall. Yeah, try that. I think that's a little bit less scary than being closer, but if you feel more confident being closer, go for it. Yeah, that looks good. You can hold there to work on developing strength in the shoulders and confidence being upside down. You can see what it feels like to push into your legs. Lindsay, I want you to pull your core in and try to get your back to not bend. Yeah, there you go. That looks much better. That looks really, really strong, Sophie. Nice job. You might be ready to walk your hands in closer to the wall, which if you wanted to put your feet down first and then walk your hands in a little bit. It's tough. That looks really strong, though.
Are you cool with my mask on?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, take it slow with the wrists. Yeah. I feel like it takes wrists a long time to get more resilient. I don't know.
So hard.
So hard on your mid back
Yeah.
or upper back, upper mid back.
Upper mid back.
Oh, that's good, Lindsay. Push into the floor.
Nice, Lindsay.
Okay, yeah. All right, let's come back to our original mat placement. We'll come back to the wall later, but for now, do other stuff. We'll come back into a yoga squat. Use your pointer, finger, and thumb to create a circle around your wrist above or closer to the hand above the bone that sticks out there. Kind of squeeze a little bit to decompress the wrists. And we'll switch. Then let's just come to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand all the way up, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, we'll step the left foot back. Let's come up with the crescent lunge. Reach your arms overhead, take a deep breath in. And exhale, floating pyramid. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, shift back. Inhale, lunge. And exhale, shift back. Let's bring hands down to frame the right foot and lift up towards standing splits. And then let's float back into warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side ankle. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, side angle. Get your hands down and around to frame your right foot once again. Step your left foot up so that you're in a little toe stand kind of squat. You can let your knees drop forward and lift your hands if you want to, or you can use your hands for support. Big stretch for your feet, your knees. And then we'll rock onto our heels and come down onto our backs. You can reach your arms forward. You can put your hands underneath your butt if you need a little more low back support. We're going to lift hips away from the mat and then extend legs forward. We're going to do 20 of these. You can also use your hands to support your head movement too. halfway there. Let's do 5 more. And then you'll rock all the way up and through a vinyasa. Step or hop feet to hands. Now halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step your right foot back. Come up into a crescent lunge. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, floating pyramid. Inhale, lunge. And exhale, shift back. Inhale, lunge. And exhale, shift back. We're going to come forward into standing splits from here.
Battery low.
And then we're going to float back into warrior 2. Let's inhale to reverse warrior. And exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, side angle. One more round of that. Good. Then hands are going to come down to frame your left foot. You're going to step up into a little toe stand. Maybe look and reach your arms overhead or forward. We'll come down. We're going to do one more round of reverse crunches to really get your deep core muscles and your low core muscles engaged.
Battery low. Power off.
Let's do 10 more or 8 more.
I feel like I'm about to get to
So I'm not hard to get my back into the
Remember that video of you at my apartment? The worst back. Alright guys, let's rock back and move through the vinyasa. Alright, I want us to do some hops into like a yoga squat shape in our handstand. So it's going to be kind of the same idea as when we clap our feet. So you're going to think about up, bringing your knees to your armpits, and Trying to set up like that yoga squat shape in your legs. So legs wide, knees towards armpits, feet towards the ceiling. This is the first shape I felt like it was easy to balance and handstand in. Especially if you carry more weight in your lower body, you can kind of get that offset behind you without falling over backwards. So it's worth playing around with. Yeah, try to keep those knees hugging in. It's going to be that engagement of the front core. Like when we were here, we're trying to create that same compression in the core as we hop up. Yeah, knees wide. Nice. Nice into the ground. Work to keep those elbows as straight as you can. That looks really good, guys. Let's do 2 more. Good. Then we'll rest back. Let's rest into embryo pose. So thighs together, arms alongside your legs, palms towards the ceiling. Come back up into down dog. Definitely hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand tall. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your left foot back. Stand up into crescent lunge. Let's inhale and reach arms overhead as we bend the back knee to hover. And then exhale, as you come towards floating pyramid, try reaching your arms forward. Inhale, deep lunge. Exhale, reach strong back to the shoulders. Inhale, lunge. And exhale, reach. Hands are going to come down to frame the right foot, and we'll take full pyramid pose. And then we'll walk out into standing splits. Bend your right knee as much as you need to in order to be able to plant your hands flat on the mat. Lift up onto the ball of your right foot. And then try to just hop off of that right foot, even just a little bit. And I want you to really, really try to hug your knee in towards your chest when you come up. Right knee hugs towards chest, left leg reaches straight up towards the ceiling. Push into your hands. And then we'll float it back into warrior 2. That right leg is forward. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, side angle. We're going to circle hands down and around to frame the right foot. We're going to step the left foot up. But this time you're going to sit your hips down and reach your arms back. And come around towards like a crab pose shape. Push into your hands and lift your chest, so try not to slump into this. We're gonna bring left hand in front of the face, push into your heels and lift your hips up, and then turn and look at your right hand and drop your left arm to frame your head in like a goalpost shape. And then we'll come down and we'll switch sides. So right hand in front of your face, press up, turn, and a little bit of a spinal twist to the top of this back bend. And come down and plant your right hand. Sit your butt down, rock all the way over towards cow pose. Really try to get a stretch through your hamstrings by lifting your tailbone towards the ceiling. Glutes and low back as well, most likely. And then we'll rock our way up and take a vinyasa. Step or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, stand tall, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step your right foot back. Inhale, lift up, back knee bends. Exhale, extended, floating pyramid. Inhale, lunge. Exhale, reach. Inhale, lunge. And exhale, reach. Hands are going to come down to frame the left foot. Turn your back heel down. And we'll walk forward towards standing splits. Plant your hands, lift your left heel. Make sure you're reaching with that right leg, so it's not just flopping around. It's part of the movement here. We're gonna hop off of the left foot and try to hug your knee in as you hop up. Make sure your hands are planted. And if this is a hop of just an inch or two, that's okay. It can be a tiny little like bunny hop. Yep, that was perfect. As soon as your foot leaves the ground, you're pushing into your hands with every ounce of the strength you have. There you go. Let's aim for 1 to 2 more. Good. Then we're going to take it back into warrior 2. Nice. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, side angle. One more round. Inhale, sweep back. And exhale, forward. Good. Hands are going to come down to frame your left foot. You'll step your right foot up. And then you'll sit down and reach your hands back behind you into a crab pose again. And then you're going to shift your left hand in front of your face, bridge your hips up, turn and reach and look down towards your right hand. Good, feet wide here, get yourself supported. And then we'll switch sides, drop back down, hands switch out. Hips up first, and then we add the reach and the twist in the mid-spine. Thanks, guys. Let's do one more round of that. And Then you can sit down and rock back towards plow pose. If you want to support your low back here, of course, go for it. And then we'll rock our way all the way through for the vinyasa. Okay, let's come over to the wall. I think we're fairly spread out. What I want us to be able to play around with is another really useful but potentially intimidating drill of trying to get your chest to the wall in your handstand, or at least as close as you can. And I think key to feeling confident here is knowing how to bail. I think like cartwheeling out of it feels the best, like tracing your feet along the wall and cartwheeling out of it. Play around with that. If you don't feel confident or comfortable just yet coming all the way up to the wall, that's okay. It's kind of spooky.
The other way. Or is that like
You can. One thing I just see a lot with that is that this happens in the back.
Yeah.
If you're here and you're going to work on reaching your feet up the wall and lifting your butt and squeezing your core, go for it. This actually feels really, really good. But I think throwing feet behind you can often lead to like a back bend.
Yeah.
But actually coming here and like working on sliding your feet up the wall and engaging your core feels kind of useful. So if you feel more comfortable playing like that and you're going to work on that lift and that like going from here into here, go for it. Yeah, just play around with those.
was the other one just like walking your feet
Yeah,
up?
just walking in. Never forget. Origin story. Nice, Lindsay. Really solid. Yeah, push, lift your feet. Try bailing. Yeah. That was great. Does that feel okay?
Yeah.
That looks great too, Sophie. Does that feel good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And on the wall.
Nice. That was great. Yeah, I'm not, you've got a lot of like core control with that, so that looks like a good variation. Nice, Lindsay, try to pull for him. It's hard. I haven't worked on handstand in so long. Do you guys want to do another handstand drill against the wall or another one in the middle of the room or no more handstands?
I would think so. Yeah, we can do it. They make me feel like really cool, you know?
Yes. You've described exactly why everyone does this. I'm not cool, but they make me feel like I'm cool. All right. We did L. We did chest to the wall. Let's do this. I think this is actually a really good fit for everybody here. Set up your L and then try to reach one foot up, push with your hands Maybe come onto your tippy toes against the wall. Maybe float that foot away from the wall. Maybe work on switching.
If I get there. You think you're just like floating. Yeah.
There's, well, yeah. So it's something you can do to make it more tricky. I think 1 foot on the wall in this L shape is easier than 2 feet on the wall, by far. Walk your hands in closer a little bit, Sophie. Okay. Be a little easier on the shoulders, I think, but maybe tough around your upper back. Yeah, that looks super solid. Yes, nice job. Push into that foot on the wall and pull your core in, lift your butt up. Push into the floor. Yeah, nice job. That was great.
Oh, there's a light switch. Am I in and out right now?
Your hands need to come back a bit.
I know, it feels so much.
It feels bizarre. When you're in a real L, it feels like your butt is over your head.
It does, yeah.
That's a lot closer one. It's really tough, like right between your shoulder blades. Do you feel that or no?
Is there another way to do this with hands? It's like it's just wrists for me.
I know. I feel like it's akin to climbing where like you can be super fit and strong, but like if your forearms and hands and fingers haven't had the time just to develop, like it just takes time, I think. Like if you get on your hands every day, it will.
Right.
But really pushing into your fingertips and your knuckle pads can help so that you're not just, so your weight is distributed across your hands, not just into your wrists. I feel like if you're already a climber though, you're already at a huge advantage. Just because like you have some strength there already that most people don't.
Wrists have always been my cards, you know?
Have they?
Like fingers fine, forearms fine, but like
Wrists are.
like even push-ups are like.
Yeah. Do you feel like you have a hard time like being in this deep of a bend at the wrist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this is as far as I can go.
Yeah. I think there's like just a structural component to it where some people's bones don't like to go that far.
Ooh.
No,
Have you pressed recently at all?
not since that day at your apartment. After I did that compression thing.
Oh yeah.
I did that like one-legged pike.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Have you?
No.
I don't think my hip flexors are engaged enough to do it right now.
Is this it now?
It's real close, Lindsay. Lindsay, I did this. I marked it with my foot flaps. Like I sat down with my legs up to the wall and put this up on my hip bar. So now where my hands need to be.
Fuzzy flip flops.
It's always closer than you think.
I feel like you have pretty mobile shoulders, Sophie. You might like working on pincha.
Oh yeah.
I do that a lot.
This wasn't really a pincha prep class, but you can like handstand on your forearms essentially.
Can I do it off the wall? Like no wall?
Oh yeah, yeah. Some people interlace their hands.
This feels so cool.
Damn! You're So you can bring your elbows a little closer so they're under your shoulders.
So I bring my one foot up to meet the ball. Scissor.
Let's go ahead and set up legs up the wall in a straddle.
You're fucking good. I need my room.
You can keep stretching your wrists here, however feels good. And let's bring soles of feet together on the wall and let knees draw open. And then let's just bring legs straight up the wall. Come up around into a cross-legged seat. Rest your hands on your knees. Take a deep breath in. And breathe Breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And your hands get in front of your heart. Thank yourself for making movement and self-care a priority. From my practice to yours, namaste. Thank you guys.
That's fun. Let's do it, but don't be good. Two years ago.
That's great.
That is all.
My hands are so tight. Christina said they saw a rainbow and Milo said, we have to tell Margeaux.
Today?
Yeah.
How did you tell you she wasn't coming? Did you text her?
No, she just sent me that text.
Oh, that's all. Every day she's like, hey, Mark. When I get home, Lindsay, Mila is like, you came back. Did you come back? I'm like, I came back.
Did you come back?
That's what she says.
That's what she says.
How's their camper going?
Slowly.
Yeah.
Not heaps of progress. Got the cabinets in the other day for the,
That looks
for
cool.
the kitchen.
Yeah.
Have you been helping them, or are they just doing it?
I've been too busy with work,
Yeah.
unfortunately. Wish I could have done it. Because you'd be able to really get some stuff done otherwise. Nice.
Puppy press is so easy. Like compared to foot press.
I feel like it shouldn't be called
What's the
press,
What's puppy?
Yeah.
honestly. It's
Like-
it's like a slow cartwheel.
Oh, like when you don't go straight.
Like this yoga teacher has a little tiny dog that was peeing, and lifted its leg so high that it did a handstand. So that's why it's called. Like the hardest part of a handstand is getting your butt over your shoulders.
Yeah.
So you basically just hike one leg up to get yourself most of the way there.
Giant pandas do a handstand when they pee. Yeah. It's to mark their territory on a tree, higher.
That's incredible.
I love that.
Yeah. There's photos
How
of
does
it
it?
online.
Do they have projectile urine? It doesn't just they
Do
don't
you
just pee
not?
on themselves.
I don't know.
If I peed upside down, I would be marking myself.
Yeah, I suppose I would too.
Yeah.
Well, they must have apparatus.
Time to do a Google. I'm still streaming.
Well, somebody thinks funny that
Thanks, guys.
somebody thinks that the pen is bigger, so they go like.